Hi everybody and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I am grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. So to connect with this Palo Santo clearing healing smoke into this video, and by clicking that like button, it allows you to accept these messages as they resonate with you. Okay, leave a comment and let me know in the comment section how this video resonates with you. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, a little notification bell. And if you know somebody who this video will resonate with, or maybe just needs an uplifting message or an answer to a particular question, go right ahead and share it. All of that helps out this YouTube channel, and it is greatly appreciated. All right, so this video is for the star sign of Cancer. These are general messages, so only take what resonates with you. And this is just a what you need to know message, and we're going to roll the house dice, which is the particular house that Spirit is trying to get your attention about. And then we're going to roll some dice and get some messages, pull some tarot dice and some cards. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here, Scorpios. What house do you want, Scorpio? What house are you bringing to Scorpio's attention? What house, and this is my little mini one I made. What house are you bringing to Scorpio's attention? Huh. Okay. The sixth house is what Spirit is bringing to your attention in this reading. So the sixth house rules I serve your daily life, work, health, service, analytical nature, self-improvement, fitness systems, pets, work habits, and organizations. All right. So it is the I serve house, such as how can I serve? What can I do for the greatest and highest good of the collective? The I serve the collective energy. It definitely, like I said, has something to do with pets, your work habits. So how can you improve yourself in some sort of way, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, when it comes to your habits. All right, so let's pull some dice here, roll some dice rather, for Scorpios. Alrighty, so right off the bat, you got a master number 2. So you could be seeing 144. Master number 2 talks about mastering balance, head and heart balance, or masculine and feminine balance. It could be balancing out with another person, being on the same page with another person, building something together with another person. 144, you're being called. The divine is calling this to your attention. What are they calling your attention? Some sort of a pattern that may be connected to a hard lesson when it comes to another person. I'm seeing 555. I am seeing 144. 122, 1221, something along them lines. I'm also seeing 444, double 2 with the master number 22. 1 and a 3 is a 4, and master number 22 adds up to a 4. So you're seeing 1144, 444, 144, 555, 222. Is 13. You could be seeing the number 13. 1, 2, 3, 4 could be significant. We got the energy of the first house, which is Aries, which makes you aware of something. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you're going to have some sort of an aha moment. And it's going to make you aware of something, because the first house is the house of awareness. I am aware of self, appearance, outward attitude, body, identity, beginnings, first impressions. There's something about the body, something about the physical health that needs some sort of an improvement. Maybe you need to join a gym, or do some sort of yoga, or some sort of an exercise program, and do it on a daily basis to help improve your body. Your nervous systems is something else that I'm getting here. Maybe something with your pets. Maybe you need to do something with your pets. Maybe some sort of physical therapy on your pets is something else. But you're getting an aha moment, is what I am seeing here, Scorpio. An aha moment. All right. So let's go ahead and read your dice. So we got the overall energy of a 9 coming through here, which talks about this is a number of successful and happy relationships, whether they're professional or personal. It's a good time to patch up a quarrel. Yeah. With another person, so that you two can be on the same page. That is why I'm seeing the energy of 9 and 555. Like you're having some sort of an aha moment when it comes to a relationship and the habits. Somebody could be ill. You could be in a relationship with somebody who is having some sort of a physical health issue. All right. So 22, which adds up to a 4. So we'll read the 4 energy. The current situation will be set by difficulties. There could be some disappointing news on the way as well. So somebody could be working on trying to heal some sort of a physical illness. And they could be finding out, well, we've been putting the work in, we've been taking care of our body, but still it's not stopping the deterioration of the situation. This could be a difficult pill to swallow, is something else that I am getting. New unexpected relationship will soon brighten your life. Will be beneficial, enjoyable, and memorable for you. So you could actually be finding a doctor, like a new doctor is something I'm seeing here. You're going to be maybe connecting with a new doctor who works better for whatever situation that you are in. Because you could be becoming aware of a previous doctor who really just did not care, right? They were all about the money. They were all about what they can, and you know what I mean? They were all about the money and not wanting to listen, is something that I'm getting here. You could be finding a new doctor who is working with both you and your partner to help heal the situation, is what I am seeing here. Who is willing to work on the problem, not just brush it aside, so to speak. And that's exactly what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a previous doctor who did not sit down and listen. What they did was they brought you in for an appointment, and then 5 minutes later, you're being pushed out the door. Why? Because they just wanted that money. That's all they cared about. Now I feel like you have finally found a doctor who actually listens to you, Scorpio. Somebody who actually listens to what you are telling them. They are giving you positive analysis. Why? Because they are aware of what can help somebody's health. So you may have had an argument with a physician, a PCP, or a specialist, right? because they did not care, which made you aware that you have the capability to change this doctor. Could also be a vet. All right, Scorpio, I apologize for that. I had to stop it for a second. I have some chicken cooking up on the stove. But, anyways, while I was out there stirring my chicken, um, some of you may be thinking about getting an emotional support pet, or emotional support pet, or a pet that somebody can, like a guiding pet, somebody to guide somebody, if that makes sense. It's kind of sort of like an emotional support pet, but it's not. It's like a form of an emotional support pet. That's what I'm feeling, because that's what they're showing me. One of them dogs that have are on a harness that somebody can grab a hold of and walk them and guide them. And what they're showing me is like coming up to a corner, and somebody has a hold of this dog, and the dog stops, which stops the person. I can't think of the kind of an animal that is. I kind of think it's an emotional support pet, but it's a different type of an emotional support pet. But that's what they're showing me. You're getting that kind of a pet. And one doctor may be like, oh, we don't believe in that kind of stuff. And in all actuality, it's because this pet will actually help the other person. And with that help, it actually takes money out of that doctor's pocket. For somebody out there too, the person that you're partnered up with may be against it. Oh, I don't need that kind of a pet, or that, you know what I mean? Something along them lines. But I'm seeing an ESP, and it's an emotional support pet. Doesn't matter if it's a dog or a cat. For some of you, it may be a dog. Like I said, somebody who guides the other person. For others of you, it may be a cat. Some cats have a tendency to be very loving. They're also, their purr, a cat's purr is very healing. That's why they purr, because it heals them, but it also heals their human. I think cats are great emotional support pets. I think dogs are great emotional support pets. You can get a dog that likes to lay on the lap, which is very comforting. Something about that is significant. Something about an emotional support pet or a guiding pet. Somebody who gets a pet to walk with them, to help guide them. All right, so that is significant for somebody out there. That's a thought that I got when I went out to stir my chicken. All right, so let's clarify the number 5 for Scorpios. And I also feel for whoever I'm talking to, maybe there was a disagreement about maybe a pet being trained for it, or having the money to support another pet. But I feel like there's a doctor who is suggesting this for somebody. All right, so we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is you going back and forth, right? Back and forth with this person. We have the King of Wands, somebody who's very passionate, somebody who's very attractive, somebody who is of a high vibration, somebody who somebody is outgoing. But this is a fiery energy, and he's in the upright position. So this could be, also for some of you, this could be a spirit animal. A male dog who is of the spirit world. Somebody could have lost a pet. For somebody out there, this also could be you and this person that you are in a relationship with, going back and forth. I'm seeing 222, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like they're juggling the idea of this situation. It's like you two cannot agree. Maybe you can't agree on the type of pet that you want to gain. 222. This is definitely about a partnership here. And it definitely has something to do with somebody's health. Um, for those of you who lost a pet, I feel like one of the reasons why you and this person are having difficulties on agreeing on one is because of the fact you may have lost a pet. And the other person may want to replace that pet. But I feel like whoever I'm talking to, if you lost a pet, that pet is still with you in the spirit realm. And I feel like when you're sleeping, this pet comes to you. You literally see it in your dreams. That's a specific message for somebody. Let's clarify the first two. Oh, look, we got a masculine. And here's the feminine. And the Emperor rules Aries, which is the first house. So the male figure in this partnership is very aware of something. They're very aware of perhaps this passed on pet is still walking with them. For some of you, I don't know why, but I've been seeing this on YouTube where you may be going to the SPCA with a group of people. And this SPA, I've been seeing this all over the place on YouTube, where the SPCA people are letting the pets out of their cages, and the pets are actually choosing the people to adopt them. Like, they're allowing the animals to choose their humans. I feel like this is a scenario for you, where there is going to be a particular pet that is just going to choose you. They are going to choose you. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. It's like they're adopting you instead of you adopting them, which is actually very, very beautiful. February 2nd could be significant. February 3rd could be significant. March 2nd could be significant. So something about maybe the eclipse portal. Let's clarify the other two, please. We have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands in reverse talks about laying down the conflict. No more bickering. No more arguing about the situation. So we have the King of Cups in the upright position, or he's facing to the right, like he's on his way down to the bottom. Now we have the King of Wands. So this is like two, this is like the both of you bumping heads. But I feel like you will successfully be able to compromise with each other. You'll be able to cooperate or collaborate with one another. This disagreement is going to end. I would say like a couple of years ago, 2 to 3 years ago, you may have lost this pet, and somebody is saying, well, it's time to, maybe bring somebody else in as an ESP. Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like this pet may have passed suddenly as well. Like there was nothing that the doctors could do for it. For those of you who are resonating with the pet thing. But I am feeling strong pet energy coming through here. Something about the physicalness. And that pet, the new pet, will be good for the physical issues that somebody is having. It'll be a good ESP cat. I mean, dog. Maybe it's a cat. I don't know why I said that, but hey, I'll just take it as that. Hold on one second. Also, Scorpio, somebody may still be grieving that loss as well, is something else I am getting. Regardless of whether or not it's a doctor for your physical health or something about a pet, whatever conflict that you two may be having, I do feel there is a compromise where that conflict is going to be resolved. You're going to have a successful outcome. Both are going to be on the same page instead of bickering back and forth. I do feel you're going to have whatever may, like I said, whatever argument or conflict you may be having, your two are going to compromise, is what I see here. I do see the male is going to win. The male is going to get his point across. The masculine person is going to get his point across about the situation. And then I feel like the female is going to be able to see both sides through, and that's what's going to end the conflict and bring about a compromise or a resolution here, is what I see. I definitely see 222, 555, 144, 1144, 1111. I see strong 13, which represents the death part of this situation. That's why I feel like a pet had passed away. Could have been unexpectedly. You could have made a decision to put the pet down because of the age or because of the illness too, and that could have been very devastating. I'm sorry, I empathize with you, but I've had several pets pass away on my own, so I totally empathize with you, because pets are like loved ones. All right, so let's go ahead and pull an angel answer card for you. So let's get an answer to Scorpio's question. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit, an answer to Scorpio's question. Yeah, they're saying it's up to you. What you want to do, and communicate clearly. So there is definitely going to be a conversation about this, and the other person is going to say, well, it's up to you what you want to do, right? I feel like for some of you, you may feel as though you're not going to be able to take care of it. You're not going to be able to take it to the vet. Spirit's telling you you will. You're going to have the funds to take care of it. You just got to learn to balance things out and come to that compromise. Yeah, you're going to find a peaceful resolution between one another, which is going to bring big, happy changes. The answer is yes, perfect timing. You need to get more information about, maybe more information from the doctor about how this animal can help you or how you can help this animal. But I'm feeling strong pet energy coming through here. And we got the King of Wands, so that tells me this pet could be of the spiritual world. This pet could have been 9, 10 years old, could have been 19 years old, because sometimes dogs live a pretty healthy life if you take care of them properly. Well, any animal does, as a matter of fact. So what are some signs that you are showing, Scorpio, at this time? Pets are very, I'm telling you, I don't even know how I'd have made it so far without my cats, because they're my everything. Yes, they're frustrating and they are a lot to take care of, but they're like my reason for getting up in the mornings. And I kind of feel like this is something that Somebody is either explaining to you or, I don't know, something along them lines. A doctor could even be suggesting that to you to get that kind of a pet, like a god pet for some of you out there. All right, let's shuffle up these cards here real quick. What are some signs that you're showing, Scorpio? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah. So rainbow. So that's confirmation that your pet had crossed the rainbow bridge. Absolutely. But they still come back across this bridge to support you in the physical realm. That is confirmation. We have Spirit of the Fox, sly, cunning, and strategy. And then we have Spirit of the Jester, thief, trickster, and hustler. So there could have somebody out there. Somebody could have stole your pet as well. I know that's going to resonate with somebody. We do have divine counterpart coming on the bottom of the deck. Somebody could be thinking heavily about that. You and your partner could be sharing memories or swapping memories of this situation and the fact of how this pet crossed the rainbow bridge and how somebody could have stole your cat and had some sort of a plan in place here. Yeah, but there's a lot of love and compassion coming back through from this pet and in the spirit realm. So some of you could be seeing this pet in your dreams. Yeah, that's what I feel. But yeah, they are still with you. They are still absolutely. So this talks about that masculine and feminine coming through here. Okay, and the connection that you have with each other and the connection that you have with this pet. For some of you, this could literally be about a connection as well. Somebody sticking their nose in where it don't belong is this energy, just trying to cause conflict, like a Debbie Downer, Donald Duck kind of energy, quack quack waddle waddle, like, speaking something that just to be cause friction is something else that I am getting for those of you out there who are resonating with this. So let's go ahead and get a starseed message. I'm feeling like I'm picking up two different stories here. So we have release. Release anything that keeps you from a path of authenticity and patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. So release the outcome and be patient because destiny is unfolding for you, Scorpio. So I'm getting release anything that keeps you from the path of authenticity. So release this negative plan or this negative outcome. Like if we get another pet, we're just going to have the same outcome as the last one. Da 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 da. Something like that is coming through. Where maybe you need to learn to be patient with your person that you're connecting to, your soulmate, because I definitely see masculine and feminine. This is a divine counterpart. This is a divine soulmate energy. I do feel that this animal comes back across the rainbow bridge and visits you energetically. But I feel like there's grief, a little bit of grief involved in this, and you're very, very conflicted. Well, I feel like that confliction is being released, and you're still walking your path, your destined path. For some of you, I feel like this pet could have been taken by a very cunning individual. That's what I mean. I feel like I'm getting two different stories. I feel like One set of you lost a pet, an animal, due to health issues. I feel like another set of you lost a pet due to some sort of a conniving individual who stole it and unalived it. All right. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. We have inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. Oh, yeah. So alchemize this emotion, release it, and trust the path that you are on that is destined. Okay? For some of you out there, when it comes to a relationship, a pet, something along them lines. We have strong Virgo energy coming through here. So what wisdom do you want to give Scorpios? What wisdom do you want to give Scorpios? For some of you, if this is about a relationship, you may have to make a choice between two men. We have the King of Cups and the King of Wands. So the King of Cups will be a Cancer specifically, but a Pisces, Scorpio. And the King of Wands would be an Aries specifically, but can carry the energy of Sagittarius or Leo. Okay? So enlightenment. The solar plexus energy is coming through here. And faith. Have faith. And this is purple, which talks about the third eye. Enlightenment. So you really need to trust your gut. That's why Spirit is telling you it's up to you. You have free will. But when you learn to sit down and compromise and have a heart-to-heart conversation, you will realize that you have the money that you need. All right. So it could be something about adopting a new pet, or maybe going to court over a pet. Something along them lines. Take it, the story as it resonates, because I'm picking up a couple of different stories here. Some of you may be about to come into connection with a divine counterpart where you're going to sit down, have a conversation. Could turn intimate is something else. Okay, so enlightenment for Scorpio. The opportunity to make an enlightened decision is inherent in Topaz. Yeah, an enlightened decision. It's up to you. A journey of true destiny. We have patience. Destiny is unfolding here. It's the vibratorial energy here, regal gold and earthly brown mix to create something spectacular. So it's an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you have water, fire, earth coming through here. The only thing it's missing is air, which is the communication. Your experience will guide others. I seek peace and I embrace my fears. Topaz is a renowned spiritual teacher. People travel to hear his wisdom. He is journeying up a mountain to seek private counsel with the great servant when a young boy stops him. The boy asks, if enlightenment is to be found in my own mind, how do I get there? The moment before he disappears into the moist mist, Topaz replies, through your fears. So release that fear that is keeping you from your own destined path. You have the power to alchemize this fear and turn it into love. So some of you may have a fear of being tricked again. Some of you may have a fear that somebody is coming into your life for being cunning, right? Being a hustler. That may be the truth with the King of Cups reverse. At this time, your journey is more important than your destination. Remember, if you face your fear, you will grow stronger. Relief awaits. My thoughts always drive my choices. How can I use my thoughts to heal myself? Path to enlightenment, the reluctant sage, taking time alone to connect, trusting your intuition, needing solitude, time for reflection. So you really need, Scorpio, to trust your intuition in this situation. Support, courage, and confidence. And I do feel back to that ESP, emotional support pet. Could have been a boy that is coming back through across the rainbow bridge and giving you enlightenment, telling you to trust your gut. Right? Alchemize this fear with love. Release it, because you're on a journey that is destined. You need to have faith, right? Because you're going to have haters. Haters are the biggest catalyst for your growth. You may have a hater who is playing with your mind, trying to confuse you. And then we have the energy of impatientness. Get out of your own way. There you will discover your heart. You will discover that you are surrounded by spirit guides trying to align you. Right? So you need to trust your instincts and accept that you're on a destiny. Right? You're on this journey for a reason, to gain enlightenment. Alright, let's pull a crystal and end this reading. I'm getting a few different stories, so you take the storyline that resonates with you. Can I have a crystal, please? Thank you, Spirit, for the Spirit, or for Spirit. Something about Spirit coming through here for Scorpio. But I still feel strongly about the ESP, emotional support pet. Some of you may need to find one to help you alchemize. We have silver, all chakras, amplification, attraction, and release. And that's what the starseed energy is telling you to release. Release the thoughts and emotions that are blocking your attraction. I am prosperous. And this will help you to amplify what you want to attract to you, because we do have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is somebody who's very attractive, somebody who's very charismatic, somebody who's very action oriented, somebody who is a free-spirited kind of individual, right? They don't allow emotions to rule them. They trust their gut. All right, so that is what I feel, and you are going through a transformation. You are a caterpillar that is about to become a butterfly. Thank you for watching, Scorpios.